Hey, happy Monday and happy new financial year. So I've had a pretty busy weekend. The family's all been away and been the start of the new financial year. I decided, well, let's start to review what happened last year, the last 12 months, and let's start to sort of see, well, where do I want to be in the next 12 months? And I bought my favourite tool out, this thing here. My favourite tool, the sledgehammer, and thanks to Cody Maxted, one of my soldiers, ex-soldiers, for reminding me about how I used a sledgehammer to actually prove a point in Afghanistan years ago. Had some tradies, some Afghan tradies who were building us a new column, a new building, and they tried to tell me that the column that they just built, and that they taken the framework off, was perfect. There's nothing wrong with it, even though it looked absolutely terrible. And just by applying a bit of pressure with one of these, with a couple of swift blows, things started to crack around us. That column eventually fell apart. I feel that's what we need to do in our businesses sometimes. We know that things are broken. We know that things just aren't right, and no matter how much we actually tell ourselves, oh, they're fine, it's just I'll get to it at some stage, it'll hold up. When we actually start to apply a bit of pressure to it, or someone else comes in and applies a bit of pressure to it, then we actually start to see how crap it was to start with, how we'd just been getting by, or how it actually wasn't really what we wanted in the first place. So that's what I've been doing over the weekend, is really starting to look at the numbers, because as I said in a previous video, the numbers never lie. So if you start to look at your numbers, you can start to dive a little bit deeper in. You go, right, what is it that I really, really want to be doing this year? And where do I want to get to? So here's my challenge for you this week. And you've got to do it this week, because this is the start of the new financial year. And the longer you leave it, then you're never going to apply that sledgehammer to your business. So I want you to look at your financials. Look at your financials from last financial year and see what your net profit was. And I want you to say, well, if that's what it is now, where do I want to be at the end of this next financial year? In 12 months' time, what do I not want my net profit to be? And I want you to figure out, well, what's that gap? Because that gap is where you need to be focusing. And I want you to figure out, well, how are you actually going to get there? What is the sledgehammer that you're going to apply to your business to break some things down and build them up stronger so that you can achieve that gap over the next 12 months? If that's something that interests you, flick me a message on here and say you want some more info. I've got a template to give you that breaks down a couple of ways to do this. I want you to set some goals, because goals are really valuable. I set mine over the weekend. Pretty pumped for what they're looking like. So if you want my template, just put in the comments below. Please send to me, and I'll get them to you, or send me an email, paul@paulmead.com.au, and I'll get them off to you so that you can get yourself set for this financial year and actually achieve what it is that you want to be by the end of 12 months. Alrighty, have a great day. See you later. Bye.